face, and it's... Hey guys, so it's Vicky from Vicky and Ben, and today I am going to do my everyday makeup tutorial with a hint of autumn added to it by doing some... Autumn. By adding some, you know, darker lipsticks and doing some eyeliner work. So, this is what I use. Firstly, I use a W7 Prime Magic Camera Ready primer. This is it. Now, I find this is really good because some primers you can get are too greasy on the face and you literally feel like you've put slime on your face, and it's literally the most nastiest feeling ever. So I put that on both of my cheeks first, then on my chin, just underneath the nose, and then on my forehead. You've got to watch not to get it in your brows though, guys, because then if you like either fill them in or draw them on, you are going to have difficulty doing it because the primer sort of takes over. And the next thing I do is focus on my eyelids, because if you're one of these people like me that love to put like a light white or a golden colour or a silvery colour eyeshadow on your eyes, you know, to make your eyes stand out because you have small facial features, then that is the reason. That is my primer done. The next thing I then use is the W7 Go Concealer, and it is in Fair. This is because obviously I'm quite pale, so with my concealer I get it on my finger like this and go over all the spots. You don't have to have them 100% concealed, because remember, you might use a foundation over it. And then go for underneath my eyes, and then just on the brow bone too, because I have a lot of dark circles, and then on the spots on the forehead too. Oh, I hate how badly my spots are. Now obviously you don't have to use a concealer, in personal opinion, if you don't want to. I didn't used to, I just find it really helpful because of my dark circles and the way my face is sort of portrayed itself. It's underneath my eyes that are the worst one with concealer, you know, it's like really bad. And then put the lid on that and just make sure you've blended it in. But blending the concealer in isn't such an issue, but it is if you don't wear the foundation over it, which not a lot of people don't put the foundation over it. So then just make sure it's not in the corners of my eyes either. So then I'm going to use my W7. Everything's like W7 today. So this is W7. This is a foundation brush. I've only just invested in the foundation brush. I think I've just like done makeup therapy. And then this is the Rimmel London Matte Perfection 010 in light porcelain. This is because I am fair skin, so you just pop a bit of that on your foundation brush, start to dot it, and then spread along the face. Make sure you never brush upwards with foundation, because if you do, your hairs will stick up on your face. So just spread that evenly. Try not to use too much because you don't want a silky effect on your face if you don't use a Stay Matte powder. I mean, come on girls, we've got to be completely honest here. And guys, I'm not saying you can't watch this, obviously. Think about it. Now, you've probably all done this at some point in, like, you know, like literally high school nightmares of wearing makeup when you first used to wear it and hadn't really had any practice with it at all. Remember when you used to put the foundation on but never use any matte powder, and you used to have that nasty silky effect on the face? And when you used to walk into the sun, I saw someone at college with it the other day and I was literally like, oh my god.
Look at her butt.
No, you literally used to say, make sure you blend that into the side of your face with people with the really silky foundation look, and I really can't stand it. And I used to not use a Stay Matte powder. I think it was because of budget not being like, yeah, I couldn't afford Stay Matte powder, but I didn't really used to bother with makeup when I was younger. Right, so once you have blended that round, make sure you've got it all. You can even blend into the ear if you want to. Just make sure there is no nasty lines. And then going to use my concealer quickly because I can see a really bad spot. Just dot that. Then I'm going to use... Right, okay, let me get this right. I think it's an Eco's Tools brush. It's definitely not a Real Techniques brush. I know it's Eco Tools because it's got the E here. I think it's Eco Tools. So guys, if I don't get this wrong, I'll put the link in the description for all the products anyway. Don't get this wrong, don't get this wrong, get this wrong, get this wrong, wrong. So, this is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in 001 transparent. I use like the lightest makeup, so you just get that and dab it on, and then just gently dab it on. Do you know what, out of all the products I'm going to use today, this 100% definitely is my most favourite product of them all, because look how much, okay, I'll use this side of my face, look how much there is no glow, and it looks completely natural. I just think that without the Stay Matte powder it looks completely unnatural, and I don't really like that one bit. Blow off the excess and then just dab along your face downwards just to make sure nothing's, and then make sure it's not stuck in your hairline too, because that can look quite nasty if not perfected. After that I do things a bit weirdly now. I do them in different ways. I then use a eyeshadow palette. Now this is my eyeshadow palette. It's a Sunkissed palette, so it's not exactly the most expensive as brands, but I got a set for Christmas and it had about 10 palettes of eyeshadow in, so what do you think I was going to do? And you'll see my point about the primer, if it works successfully, which it should. It just helps it stay on, and I'm going to use the white in the palette because being fair skinned, I know what you're thinking, you should go a bit bold with your eyes. You should never, ever, ever go bold with the eyes. I do some right faces when I do my makeup already. So just make sure that you blend in. So making sure you get the lid, make sure you get even coverage of that lid. If you even have to pat it down several times. And then circle like this and go down, go in, and then do it on the other eye. It's not as much as you're thinking it is on my face. So as you can start to see that is making my eyes look a bit brighter. Then I like to just get underneath my eye here, and not the same on the other side, and then do it on the inside of my eye as well, and then sort of blend it out and go into a cat eye shape. So when I blend, so if I look to the left, you can just see this nice little shimmer there, and I think that gives it the all, and that will be brilliant in the winter for anyone that was wondering. Sorry guys, I know my commentary might not be brilliant, but I'm not like some sort of professional makeup artist, so it's quite hard. We'll start doing more of these, like, if it gets better. This is just an everyday one, but I'll start doing ones like my autumn look, my winter look, my summer look, just to add the vibrancy and some things that I try with my eyes. I might try and be creative and bold too. And I am definitely going to do hair tutorials. That is one thing that I can do, because I have an Instagram page. I'll link that down below. It's Awesome Hairstyles for Girls, if anyone's ever heard of it. It's on 3,600 followers at the minute, so if you find that, go follow! You don't want it to blend because you want it to be there, if you get what I mean. So, make sure that's even. I'll apply my mascara first, and this is the Volume Million Lashes by, I want to say, yeah, L'Oreal. This was the most expensive product out of a lot of them, because I have not, I wouldn't say short eyelashes. I also wouldn't say long eyelashes. I'll show you in a minute. That's what happens when I apply mascara. So I just like to even out my lashes. Some people go for the cat eye look, and I have no problem with that, but I like to apply it evenly on. I like to try and go and use more mascara like on the outside of the eye sort of things. When you've done your eye mascara like that, then you see these lashes here from here, just go on them and try and get them not longer, I wouldn't say, but more drastic than the rest of them. If you've done that, just let them dry a bit so that when you do curl them, that you're not completely ruining your eyelashes. To the bottom of your eyelashes, I'm going to use the same mascara. Some people use little mascaras, but I don't actually have one, so I'm just going to quickly go towards the inside of my eye, just go over a couple of times, and then when it comes to the outside of the eye, then again. I know there's less lashes there on the bottom, but try and put more mascara to make it darker on the outside so that we get a nice look. Now I know you're thinking, if this is your everyday look and you like to match your face, and that's not a problem and you're thinking that, but I do at the same time like to then do what I'm doing now, get it on other bits of my face. So like just quickly pat. Because I don't want to have these massive, now some people, this looks really good on you, so if you want to do this, some people like to have these lines here to define the cheekbones. Now me on the other hand, I do like them, but they don't look right on my face. So even though I've done them here, I'm then going to just get the brush and this bit here, just be more lenient on my face, not be too harsh on the skin as well. The next thing I like to use, and then this is the eyebrows now, is a eyebrow pencil. Now unfortunately this is going to look really bad on the rest of my video because everything's like quite good high street. This is George Asda. Now I'm going to explain myself before I go to do my eyebrows. My other eyebrow kit ran out, right, so this was the only alternative for this video, so I don't think I use this every day because I don't. So what I like to do in my eyebrows, because they're quite thin, but anyway, go on the inside, because my eyebrows, some people have it the other way around, I have it this way around. Some people's eyebrows are quite, I'm just going to brush them up first. You get them so like, the line's weaker on the outside and then you've got more brow here, but me on the other hand has got less brow there and more brow on the outside. Brow is literally my worst nightmare in the morning, because if the brow goes wrong, then the rest of your day is just, it's not ruined, don't think I mean like if your brows go wrong your day's ruined, because it's quite simply not. But I'm just gonna go with that and then just sort of brush up and try to match the other one. I have one brow, I have a problem as well. I have one brow that tends to be thinner than the other one, so this gets quite frustrating really. Oh, my lighting's gone weird over and then my laptop's still fine. That's quite strange. So then just brush those up the way you want them. Make sure you've got every little bit filled in. And then what I'm going to do is just quite simply, I always do this. I get my makeup out like I shouldn't do. No, like I should do, and I always forget one product. So this is my e.l.f. Beauty Book. That's the eyeshadow I used to use, but it doesn't stay on as well. And there is 6 colours in here. I really do apologise for the mess. This is my e.l.f. Beauty Book then, guys. It has 6 shades there. I'm going to use, funnily enough, a lip brush because it's the smallest brush I own. And go for this colour here. You always have to go for colours that are lighter than your skin, funnily enough. And I'm just going to use that on the inside. So then get my mirror again and just quickly sort of use it up. So then use my mirror and just go upwards. And then just to finish that off, get the brush on the eyebrow pencil and just do the same. So yes, that is my brows done. A BC, which is a Body Collection eyeliner. I then like to not go really winged, but in a sense I like to go quite thin on the, go thin first, draw a thin line and sort of try and flick it at the end, like so. Do it on the other side. Eyeliner I find is another thing like the brows. One always goes better than the other. Go over it again. I don't like to have like massive flicks on my eyes though. I find that the eyeliner actually helps bring out the rest of your eye. I didn't used to use it at all because I was scared because I had such small eyes. But you can basically sit there and choose how big you want that flick on your eye anyway. So then that is my eyeliner use. So that, yes, that is the Body Collection eyeliner. Then the next thing I'm going to use is, I don't know what brand this is, but I think it's a Body Shop's own. And this is, oh, by the way, that mascara was in eyeliner was in extra black. This is like a red colour and this is like my wintry glow to it now. So I'm just going to put that on my lips. Pink lipsticks too tend to look better on me than reds, but why not be brave, go bold. So then just to finish that off, I'm just going to use the brush just to flatten down everything. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my finished makeup look. Hi guys, so it's me. Sorry for cutting the video short. I don't know what happened. I might have either ended it too quickly on accident or I might have ran out of storage while recording. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm thinking of doing these tutorials more often, so if you've got any makeup ones like how to do a smoky eye look, or if you're thinking of doing hair ones like how to do a fishtail, how to get curls in 5 minutes, I'd be happy to do them for you. Please like comment in the description. Please comment in the comment box on what you'd like. You'll see last week's video after the click.
I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address in a torn up town